Good evening and welcome to Thai PBS World. The Prayut government is barely a month old, but it is already being beset with a string of troubles. The opposition, of course, did not give the government a honeymoon period and has subjected to a political onslaught from day one, while Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha himself has yet to find a way out of the ongoing oath-taking controversy. And to make matters worse, several of the small parties in the coalition government have started to rock the boat by threatening to defect and thus raising serious doubts about its long-term stability.
The opposition has lived up to its pledge to give the Prayut government no rest, either on the House floor or outside the House chamber. Rhetoric aside, however, there is probably little that the opposition can do to inflict serious damage on the young government. But it's the enemy within that seems to be shaking the coalition more than anything else. 9 of the 19 political parties that make up the Prayut coalition had announced earlier they were defecting. Their aim was to become what they describe as independent opposition, allying neither with the government nor the Pheu Thai-led opposition bloc. At the center of the defection threat is Mongkolkit Suksin Tharanon, leader of the Thai Civilized party, who claimed he was unhappy with the government's plan to increase oil taxes and boost populist handout programs. He also raised legal questions over Prayut's incomplete oath-taking during last month's cabinet swearing-in ceremony. Mongkolkit reiterated at the press conference today that his party would break away from the Prayut coalition government to become an independent opposition party. If the defection threat by these small parties materializes, the political stability of the Prayut government would be seriously threatened. The Prayut government, with the pro-military Palang Pracharat party as its core, commands a slim majority of only 254 MPs in the House of Representatives. A defection by this party, which have only 1 or 2 MPs each, would certainly make it difficult for the government in carrying out its legislative work. Prayut today refused to be drawn into discussing the issue, only saying that someone was talking to the parties that have threatened to defect.
The apparent rebellion by the small parties was not something unexpected. From the very beginning, the way the Prayut coalition was cobbled together already gave rise to questions about its political longevity. The coalition was evidently a marriage of convenience, with each of the coalition partners either being given a piece of the political pie upfront or a promise of something down the road.
That means the Palang Pracharat party, which is the core of the coalition, will need to come up with some carrots to rein in the rebellious political parties. Deputy Agriculture and Cooperatives Minister Thammanat Promphao has been given the job of convincing the small parties to change their mind. Thammanat, a controversial figure linked to some shadowy businesses in the past, claimed at a press conference today to have succeeded in stopping all but one of the small parties from carrying out their threat to defect. He admitted that, despite his attempts, Mongkolkit, who is the only MP of his Thai Civilized party, insisted he will jump ship. Speculation has been rife about how these small parties are being offered some political spoils to keep them in line. The parties are too small to demand cabinet portfolios, but they certainly have their eyes on several of the political and legislative positions that are in the process of being doled out. And they made clear their agenda at the press conference with Thammanat today. They confirmed their loyalty to Prime Minister Prayut and his government. And at the same time, they insist that they have a desire to have a role in the executive and legislative branches. They admitted to have submitted names of candidates for some of the political positions to Prime Minister Prayut for his consideration. As things stand today, it looks like the Prayut government has been able to nip a potential rebellion in the bud. But there's no guarantee that everything will be a smooth sailing from this point on.
There is no doubt that the way the small parties try to fix their political muscles is a harbinger of things to come for Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha. And what is clear is that the road ahead for him will certainly be a tough one. And that's all for Thai PBS World tonight. Thank you for watching.